I'm here with Galip Moyal and Miriam Greenberg from iEd Consultants, and we're talking about back to school.
We are. So much fun. You know those flyers when they come out and it says back to school? That's it. Summer's over.
The leaves fall off the trees. It's done.
No. But I think that like with the beginning of school, I think some of the parents feel some anxiety because, I mean, my kids are still kind of little.
Right.
You guys have tons of older kids. No, Galip has 4, Miriam has 5. You guys see it in your older kids, right?
Definitely. Sure. Definitely. Going back to school is so much anxiety and stress around the house.
But why?
I think everybody is like, you know, you want to do well, you want to succeed, and you have all these expectations, and it gets very daunting for the students. And I feel as parents, it's like overwhelming.
Yeah, and you know, as educators, we're both teachers with a specialty in special education.
Right.
And we have combined between the two of us over 30 years of experience.
So you guys see this a lot.
We see it all the time. The number one challenge we see a lot of is kids just get overwhelmed with organization of materials, organization of their time. They just don't know where to start.
And that turns into the parents. So when the kids feel stressed and unable to cope, then the parents feel the stress.
What is a way to get our kids more organized and more on top of things? Because it seems like that's one of the biggest stressors.
Yeah, especially this time of year. Now we're approaching a new school year. We want to form new habits at the start of the year so that we sort of do away with anything that wasn't working before and come in strong.
It's like that fresh start, right? Exactly. It's like if you try to do it in the middle of the year, it's like they've already formed all these habits for the year.
Patterns.
But exactly, those patterns.
This is like a new thing.
But doing it at the beginning of the year, you're saying is just like a reset button. That's
right. And then giving the responsibility over to the child. So parents aren't nagging all the time and aren't always telling kids, you know, you have to do this. They just hand it over. Kids are responsible. Around the grade 2 or 3, we see kids can really take responsibility.
Yeah, see, that's where I think I would struggle as a parent because my little ones, they're still little. They don't have the homework coming home and all of that, but I feel like I'm doing everything for them, you know, and where is that line? Like, where is, but you're saying around grade 2 is where you start saying, like, this is your responsibility.
100%.
I'm not going to run after you
100%.
about when your tests are and where your homework is.
And you have enough things to worry about on your own, right? You have enough of your responsibilities and enough things that you have to do to take on your child's.
But I feel like these days parents really want their kids to succeed in school, so they feel like they have to take over.
Well, but I think what we see, especially like on the ground in the classroom, is that when you give the child the confidence to actually take it on themselves and the responsibility, it then pays forward, and they feel like, I know what I'm doing and I can handle this.
Set them up.
Exactly, and it impacts everything that they do.
And it really sets them up for life, doesn't it? Like, this is your life. Like, in later in life, these are the things you're going to have to be responsible
100%.
for.
Exactly.
If you go to work and you forgot your
mom's not coming to bring it to you.
That's it. That's the last thing that we can do to kind of help our kids be more organized.
So using what they love. So using iPads, using technology to help them.
They're on it anyways.
Exactly. So why not take that time that they're spending on it and make it productive?
Okay, so how do we turn the iPad into something useful?
The calendar app is already there. It exists, and we all use it to remind ourselves of upcoming events.
If it's not on my calendar, I don't know that it doesn't
remember to do it. So it's a very simple app, and everybody's got it already.
Everybody has it,
So just, you know, having their kids use it and having their time planned. If they have an exam, and setting it up and having reminders,
chunking the material, chunking the
That is an amazing tip, right? Like, start your kid, and you think your kid is too young, they're not, but no, right? You're saying
these kids are born using iPhones from the womb.
From the womb.
They come out, and they're so
and they use it. They do. They use it. They're on it all the time. They can refer to it. They can look back. They can see what they have.
And I love that, having the alarm on and reminding them. This is what you guys do, right? Like, you specialize in helping parents, but also you work with the child.
Right, exactly.
We train them to use technology to improve their learning.
We individualize the program. So we meet with the parents and we take information, we look at the IEPs if they have, or report cards, and then we devise a plan that's really suited for that child specifically. And with that, we have a couple of apps that we use to
amazing.
improve a certain area
Right.
that we see the child is really
But
struggling.
it's not just for organization, right? It's
No.
not just time management. You
No,
guys can
we
use it
can-
for other things.
Every area of the curriculum, reading, writing, oral
Right.
expression,
Everything.
anything. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
We find that they just students love it because
Yeah.
it's iPad. I
Right.
mean,
They feel like they're playing.
they feel
Right,
like
yeah.
they're playing, but they
awesome.
really are learning.
Yeah.
And the teachers like it too because it alleviates some of the stresses in the classroom.
That's right.
And the teacher's like, thank you,
That's
because
right.
I don't have
That's
to
right.
take the time out of the class time to
Right.
deal with this.
Right.
And like the kid is
And the
just
child feels good because the child knows that they can handle whatever comes at them because they've got tools.
You guys are doing a giveaway for us today, right?
We are.
We're doing a raffle. So share this video on Facebook, and we're going to take all the names of the people who shared, and you guys
entered, into the raffle
Into
for a
the-
free training session for
free
your
training
child.
session. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
that'll
going to
be
put my
fun.
name in there. Thank you guys so much. These
Thank
are
you.
amazing tips. You gave us some really great tips.
Thanks for having
Thanks for
us.
having us.
Pleasure.
And good luck with back to school.
So often when I see mothers in practice that are having anxiety, there's a lot of worry. So there's worry about their parenting technique.